it's time to waste those hard-earned potions. Welcome, magical people, to Zealman's Wizarding World, your Wizard Unite channel with a superb twist. Okay. It is Darkness Rising Part 1, and as of recording, the Hub hasn't actually done their article yet, so I'm doing everything else off of Orange Wizard stuff, which is a little bit more complicated, as it's not quite so detailed, as in it doesn't write everything down. I actually have to write stuff rather than copy and paste. So apologies in advance for my spelling. So yes, this is a complicated one. In regards to Portkeys, there is like 3 ways of doing the Portkeys, depending on whether you want to do the gamble of trying to get the family XP from the Portkeys, which didn't pan out so well for me last time, or whether you can walk distance, and if you want to maximise what you can do with how little distance you can walk depending on where you are. So I have 3 things, or 3 ways of doing it. So as per usual, this one starts on Tuesday at 7 PM British Summer Time, which is 6 PM UTC. Mechanics of this one, it's the usual 1.5 kilometer Portkeys, so you haven't changed that yet. I know Pokemon GO have changed a lot of their stuff and they're going to switch it back to pre-COVID stuff. But as we heard from the developers for Wizards Unite, they have no plans to change it yet, which is just as well because they're making the events bloody difficult. Also, all spell energy on the map will be 5 every time you pick it up, so it kind of helps. With the previous Wizarding Wednesday event, I was looking forward to, I rapidly lost my enthusiasm once I started playing it because, well, I'm still playing it, and it's Monday, and I think I'm going to run out of time. I say the rewards weren't very good anyway, so, you know, whatever. So what can you do now? Well, firstly, ensure you have 2, or at least 2, Rufio's Brain Elixirs. You'll need those for the tasks. I would advise having at least 4, because there are various situations which you might find them very useful. Brew 2 trace detection tonics ready to be collected at the start of the event. I tend to do these in my gold cauldrons because I accidentally always pick the darn things up. So if they're in my gold cauldron, I'm going to worry about it too much. Now, depending on which of the portmanteau methods you're going to choose, you may want to pick up 5 1-kilometer portmanteaus. If you have any freshly unlocked 2.5k or 5k portmanteaus, save them for the bonus round. As in, unlock them, but don't open them. Save them for the bonus round, because we have a monster load of Wizarding XP to get, and with a Rufio's Brain Elixir, sometimes you can get really lucky. Brilliant bundles! We have a free store pack. Not only with Trace Tonic this time, it also has healing potion ingredients. So that's cool. Other ones, of course, are available. If you don't need 1 or 2 of the things which are in there, then usually they're not worth the money. Wait for the Wizards Unite article when it comes out. I can give you a full breakdown of all the costs. To be frank, I am too lazy to go through it. It's a lot of math, and I don't have the time. So the Foundables. This time, I don't actually have any descriptors. They haven't come out of the data mining process yet. Because Katana Q usually gives me those, but they are not here for this event. So we'll just have to sit that bit out. But anyway, the Foundables, the wild ones, we have 20 again. That is the Snatcher and the Poacher. Snatchers, of course, from the movies. The walking ones, Multi-Pepper's Apothecary Sign, which is actually quite interesting because it has a branch in both Nocturne Alley and Diagon Alley. That was it. The rewarding one, this one you get just for completing the tasks, or a set of tasks. That's the Brilliant Black Spider. Brilliant Giant Black Spider. The challenging one, and that is a Poison Candle. And if you've seen my video on the dialogue, which is linked up here, you will see that it's actually quite fascinating. It's a dark bit of candle, that is. It's very dark for something that produces light, huh? Ironic. So moving on to the tasks quite rapidly. Set of task 1 is collect 2 ingredients or portmanteaus from the map. Brew tonic for trace detection 2 times. Return 10 brilliant poachers. As task 1 is always nice and simple, you just pick up those 2 trace tonics that you brewed in advance. If you didn't have the ingredients and only managed 1, well, you should now have the ingredients from that free store pack to brew your second. Set of task number 2, earn 7,500 Wizarding XP from traces, earn 350 Darkness Rising Family XP, use Rufio's Brain Elixir 2 times. So the Wizarding XP is not limited to the Brilliant Foundables. You can use them on anything. So it's time to get your walking shoes on, go outside and start hunting for things with shards. Red shards are the best, obviously, orange, yellow, and etc. Well, that is it. Pop on a brain elixir, go walking, hit those. You can also use triple dart. You can also use triple dart detectors on and in, which gives you rarer spawns, which tend to be higher threat levels. And finally, you can use your trace charm on a red shard or orange shard. If you get a red shard, you use your trace charm on it. You're guaranteed at least one more red shard, and then a lottery for the rest. Usually you get 2 shards out of it. At the moment, it's still doing the thing where it duplicates the first one, so you might get 2 red shards and then an amber. Anyway, it's definitely worth it. Just remember, it's from traces only, not from Portkeys, okay? So you can't cheat on this one. So 350 Darkness Rising Family XP. Well, it's less than 500, which I had last time. Now, for the bonus round, we need to place 5 images. So, we're not using repeat image collection on anything other than the Fortress foe. So we're not using repeat image collection on the wild Foundables. Don't do that, because normally you get 3 family XP for catching one, but if you get all the way up to 20, you'll start getting 4 family XP. Now, if you do the math, using repeat image collection means you are getting 65 family XP per 20 Foundables. But if you don't use repeat image collection, you're going to get 80 family XP per 20 Foundables. So it's more efficient just to keep collecting them and don't use repeat image collection. Only use repeat image collection on the Fortress Foundable. And mostly for this one, I tend to do most of the grunt work in the Fortress. Normally get 10 family XP every time you get a fragment. And you can also use Rick for every 3 fragments. So that tends to be the most efficient way of getting family XP. Now, last time, I and pretty much the entire community recommended you used brilliant Portkey portmanteaus to get family XP, because basically you can do the family XP lottery, and every time you open up one, you got a chance of getting family XP, and sometimes you can get quite a lot. The problem here, however, is you need to unlock 5 portmanteaus for the bonus task, and you can't unlock those in advance and then collect them later. You actually have to unlock them during the bonus assignment. So you'll need to work this one out for yourself. Now, I have 3 strategies which I'll go to at the end where the tips are. But basically, you can either collect them now, start walking off the brilliant ones, and you can actually start doing the lottery at this point and see if you get some nice family XP. Whichever way you do it, don't place the image. So if you do 5 Portkey portmanteaus and open them, don't place the image in the registry until the bonus round, whatever. Set task number 3, return 15 brilliant snatchers, brew 7 potions, use 5 potions in wizarding challenges, and otherwise known as waste 5 potions in wizarding challenges. So yes, a brew 7 potions is a bit of a yawn fest. Now,
let the brewing commence. Beard.
I'm sure Potter 101 will come up with a pretty good way of doing this, but you could rent a gold cauldron at the beginning of the event. You put your 2 trace detection tonics in there, fill the rest up with basic stimulos, and then put loads of basic stimulos in your pewter cauldron. You'll still be 1 short for this task, but you could just brew that and rush it if you wish to go that way. And why I say basic stimulos is because further on down the line, you have a task that requires you to waste 10 Extimulo potions in fortresses. Personally, I'll take a break at this point probably. I'm always brewing basic Extimulos anyway, constantly. So I'll probably have a few ready to be collected at this point. And then I'll just brew some more and then go to sleep or have dinner or something. You know, live my life, do my work. As for the wasting 5 potions, I would suggest healing potions, because with a good team, you don't need them anyway. And you probably got a shed load of them been rewarded to you through gifts anyway, so probably the least damaging one to do. Set task number 4, complete 5 wizarding challenges with 3 or more teammates. Win 15 wizarding challenges. That's win. And 7,500 wizarding XP from challenges. This is a pretty standard set of tasks for now. Usually I wait until my late afternoon, evening when the United States is online, because it's a bit easier to get on the bus and get a group of people going. Now, you could do any level chamber you wish, but the higher the chamber, the more wizarding XP you get. And you can also use Brewfier's Brain Elixir. So use a BBE, Rufus Brain Elixir, do the hardest chambers you can do, and knock out that XP. Now the XP this time is limited to challenges. So you're only going to get XP, or only XP from challenges is going to count. Okay. Now the bonus round.
Harry, I don't like this at all. Shush.
Plays 5 images of Brilliant Nocturne Alley Peach. Earn a 12,500 Wizarding XP. Win in your highest unlocked chamber. Use 10 Extremos in Wizarding challenges. And unlock 5 portmanteaus.
Can we panic now?
Now weirdly, which actually makes no sense, is you can actually get 5 apothecary signs as completing the bonus. Which is supposed to be instead of using Portkey portmanteaus, but you have to use Portkey portmanteaus anyway. Which is why the Portkey options are quite complicated. So now you can finally place all your images, and probably the Fortress one again if you used it to grind the family XP. You can finally start to walk off those portmanteaus at this point. Now, the Wizarding XP for this one, the 12,500, can come from anywhere. Use a BBE when you open up your portmanteaus. And if you have any 2.5 or 5k portmanteaus, open those now. Because, well, if you're really, really lucky, one portmanteau on its own will be 12,500 XP. If you've got time left after your BBE and you've opened up all your Portkeys, of course you can spend the rest of that time in Wizarding challenges and grind the XP from your highest chambers from there. I actually have 7 2.5k and 5k Portkey portmanteaus. I'll actually have to blow a few in advance to have room to collect the brilliant ones, which is a little bit annoying. But hopefully I can save them for the bonus, or most of them for the bonus, and be able to crack out that Wizarding XP just by using Portkeys. I'll let you know how that goes on Twitter. You also have to blow 10 Extemilo potions for no good reason. So thanks, Niantic WB. I guess just use them on your highest chamber if you're going to grind that for Wizarding XP. It'll save you energy at the end of the day, I guess. But yeah, pain in the butt. And why, oh why, do we have 5 apothecary signs as a reward? We have to walk 5 portmanteaus anyway, although you can walk off 5 1k portmanteaus and save yourself 2.5k, which we'll go into in a jiffy. As for the dialogue, it's already out in the video, the link's up there. So tips for this one: do not place your images until the bonus round, apart from the Fortress one. You can do that one because it's easy. For the brewing task, the 7 potions, consider using basic Extemilos, as you'll need to blow Extemilo potions in the Fortress anyway in the bonus task. You might as well brew them here. So the Portkeys, the 3 options I've come up with, you could walk off and open Brilliant Portkeys for set of task 2 and the family XP. Try your luck at the lottery. Just don't place those images in the registry. You could then gather 5 1k portmanteaus for the bonus round. This will save you 2.5 kilometers of walking. So that's 5 kilometers instead of 7.5 kilometers. Your second option is not to use any Brilliant Portkeys whatsoever. So just use 1 kilometer Portkeys for the bonus round. You will, however, need to use repeat image collection, probably on the Fortress Foundable, to get your 5th image to place. You can do this via Night Bus and just using the Brilliant Runestones. Should be relatively easy. Should be able to do that within 5 runs. And then when you complete the bonus round, you'll get the 5 apothecary signs. So this is the way of doing it with the least amount of walking. You will only need to walk 5 kilometers, or get your dog to walk 5 kilometers. And your third option is don't walk any Brilliant Portkey portmanteaus until the bonus round, and then do the 7.5 kilometers. And that's your 3 options, really. Another top tip is to ensure you have a Vegetasic work egg, because you want to, every time you go upstairs or walk around the room, you want that to count. We could also try enlisting the help of an active dog. See if you can mount your phone to your dog. I wouldn't recommend cats because they can just wander off. And remember, for the bonus round, it's when you unlock the portmanteau, not when you open it. So you need to do the walking during the bonus round. That's about it, really. Follow me on Twitter at the Zealman for the latest news as and when it happens. Also Instagram for AR pictures. And don't forget to do your Wizards Unite AR pictures for the Dark Arts month. Any corrections or updates or any other further tips will be in a pinned comment below, because sometimes I get things wrong. I did get them wrong a little bit last time. Well, I didn't get them wrong. Niantic got them wrong. They didn't tell us the right information. But yeah, keep an eye out for pinned comments just to make sure that I haven't had to update it, because Niantic have changed their mind about something. So until next time, brush up on your spells. Get your ones ready. Wizards Unite.